another video. Okay. All right. All right. Your girl been posting almost daily since this week has started. I'm doing pretty good. But I wanted to come on here and talk about Young Miami, y'all. Okay? Well, I'm asking. That is her. Okay? That's her life. That's the life she lives. All right? If you don't know, allegedly, there was supposed to be a tour with Young Miami and this person, Bossman Dlow. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Anyway, how you do a tour with one song? You only got one song. How you gonna do a tour? Y'all make that make sense for me. Anyway, allegedly, Bossman Dlow done had to pull out of the tour or stop the tour because Young Miami backed out of the tour. She said she was gonna go on tour with him. They had everything signed up, locked in place, and then now all of a sudden she has backed out real quick. But y'all tell me, how you going on tour with one song? What you gonna sing? Well, how many times you gonna play that? Y'all make this make sense to me, please. What in the world? Miami, Young Miami, leave that sugar booger alone. Okay? Because I think that's what the problem is. It's that sugar booger. All right? And she's out here feeling entitled because she has access to Diddy, who I believe he had to force sell that house that was some scamming, something going on there too, in my opinion, allegedly anyway. Okay, go back and watch the video. I made a video about it. Like to hear it. There it go. Anyway, how in the world are you going on tour with one song? You only got one song. What's his name? Boss Man Dlow should have known that wasn't gonna happen. And then so she had to put out an apology. And what she said in her apology. Let me pull it up here. Let's see. She talking about my yam. Sadly, I have an update that I won't be on the Motion Party tour anymore. Thanks so much, Boss Man Dlow, and wishing you all the best on the new dates. So he done had to postpone, he done had to stop the tour, set new dates and everything, make new arrangements for a tour that he had already set in place with Young Miami. But I guess she forgot she only had one single out and didn't have an album out. Anyway, she says, and wishing you all the best on the new dates, talking to Boss Man Dlow. I'm so disappointed because I was really looking forward to turning up with y'all, but I know y'all want this album, so I really got to lock in to get it finished. These deadlines are on my behind, but y'all gonna love this new music. Thank y'all for running Spin That all the way up. The love has been crazy. I see y'all and I feel y'all. Trust me, it's gonna be worth the wait. Stay tuned. Album coming soon. No tour, no date for this album. I don't believe it's going to be a date for the album. I'm gonna tell you why. When it comes to Young Miami, she does stuff kind of half-ass. I don't mean no harm. I like her music. I like Young Miami, but you gotta be real, okay? Young Miami is a little problem child. For some reason, the stuff she's a part of don't always be right. It's like it's scamming in a way. It's not scamming, but y'all know what I mean, right? It just, who's surprised? I'm not surprised. A tour? You ain't got no music. How you gonna be on tour? Y'all make this make sense to me. Okay, why boss man Dlow even fell for the trick? I believe she probably told him, like she told us, because she told us about a month ago, at least I saw in an interview, that she had an album coming out and she said it was coming out this summer. Well, we're in the middle of July, going on August. The summer gonna be over with. When the album's supposed to come out? And she ain't even finished. Make it make sense. Young Miami need to leave that stuff alone. Okay? Allegedly, her and JT on that stuff. Okay? And that could explain a lot of what's going on here. Okay? Think about it. Young Miami with that Carisha Please show, have one artist, have she do one interview twice a year. She put out like 2 interviews a year. Who have a podcast and putting out 1 interview a year or 2 interviews a year? What kind of mess is that? It's just something ain't right. I'm thinking either she's messed up on that sugar booger real bad and can't stay focused, because if you notice, she has been on tour since the spring. Okay? She started off at all the colleges. She hit up all the HBCUs. I remember early spring, she was on tour with the Spin That song. And she's still on tour for the Spin That song. So why not get off tour and work on your album? And who goes on tour? What artist goes on tour for a single and don't even finish the album? That makes me feel like she wasn't going to finish no album. It wasn't an album. She wanted to come out with a single, which is fine because we know Young Miami. Everyone knows her. The song ended up being a hit. Okay? Regardless of what you say. But yeah, I don't feel like there's going to be an album. She's given, to me, it's given Rihanna vibes when it comes to this album. Like Rihanna was out there on stage at Jay-Z's concert talking about, oh, I missed this right here. It's like, girl, ain't you supposed to be coming out with music? Did you forget? I ain't forget that you told the world the beginning of the year that you was going to be working on an album, or that you were in the process of working on an album, and we haven't seen an album yet. And then you get on stage talking about, oh, I missed this right here, as if you're not coming back to do that, as if it's not in the plan for you to do it real soon. These artists, I don't know what's going on, if it's with the label, if it's with, part of their promotion, their money. I don't know what's going on, but it's hard to believe and trust a lot of these artists, these musicians, when they talk about they coming out with this music for some reason. Now with Young Miami, it makes sense because she's so close to Diddy. It makes a whole lot of sense why ain't nothing going on, ain't no movement there, because we know how Diddy do. Diddy do the same thing. When he get an artist, he only give them a little leeway. He give them like a single, and then he make them wait when it comes to doing their music. Now, I'm not sure how much Young Miami has made being on tour with this album, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a lot. If she's made any money, she may be in the hole. Think about it. She got to travel. I seen a lot of interviews she did. She was wearing the same outfit. And that can't be easy. And I'm not hating. I'm just saying, think about it. If you was to see Beyonce on tour, Beyonce wouldn't be doing interviews, and in 2 interviews she got the same outfit on. It's just not happening. But it is what it is. Okay, Young Miami says she's still working on this album. Now, if you remember, she was supposed to perform for Bootsy as well at his house or his party or something. And he was paying her. and her team reimbursed him back his money and canceled on the same day. So that's two cancellations she done did for a tour. But Rick Ross was on tour, or he did a concert, and Young Miami was there for that concert. I did see pictures of that or video clips of that online. So I don't know how she ended up getting there, but didn't show up for Bootsy's paid gig because he was paying her. And then this tour she's supposed to go on. Child, y'all try to make sense of that if y'all want to. I ain't got time for that. I already know Young Miami ain't got no music. If she put out an album, how much music you put on the album? At least between 8 to 10 songs, right? What she got to talk about? I'll wait. What does she have to talk about? I don't know. I just feel like everything fell off when her and JT split up. Once Diddy, in my opinion, allegedly split that group up, I felt like JT probably was the mastermind, with the lyrics, with the music. And then Young Miami probably was a good, a good addition to the group. Every group has one. One person is usually more inclined with the music than the other, but they work well together. You know what I mean? And with Miami, I don't know, I don't know. I guess we about to see. I don't know, but thank you guys for watching my video. I really appreciate it, okay? Y'all tell me how y'all feel about Young Miami canceling this tour that was already supposed to be set in place, and she done canceled on this man all out the blue. He's real. Matter of fact, he made a post and he said it was because of her, and he was real upset. You could tell. Let me see if I can find what he had said. Let's see. Bossman Dlow said on Instagram, due to an unexpected last-minute departure by Young Miami, we are postponing the Motion Party tour. We will share updates regarding rescheduled dates as soon as possible. They have nothing planned right now. Nothing. He was dependent on her, okay, to make this show hot. She got the hottest single out for the summer, and that's probably all you're going to get. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know how y'all feel about Young Miami canceling out on this Motion Party tour. All right, thank you so much for subscribing, Philip Khan. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. Make sure if you're not subscribed that you do subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get all the latest scoop, okay? And we could talk about it in real time and be real about our conversations, okay? All right, make sure you subscribe, like my video, and I'll be back with another one. Peace.